18 mega exclusive. In Malaysia, US President Donald Trump hinted at mediation between Pakistan and Afghanistan, claiming he can resolve the conflict very quickly. Speaking at the Thailand-Cambodia Peace Deal Summit, Trump praised Pakistani Field Marshal Asim Munir and PM Shehbaz Sharif as great people and emphasized that he prioritizes trade over wars. Top Pakistani establishment sources say they are closely watching Trump's remarks, seeing it as a potential diplomatic opening to regain Washington's attention. Meanwhile, Taliban sources remain cautious, fearing a Trump-led mediation could tilt in Pakistan's favor, especially on the Durand Line and TTP-related issues, raising concerns in Kabul about sovereignty. So that is a very major update, and Siddhanth continues to be with us. But Siddhanth, isn't this hypocritical for a nation whose whole fight has been for democracy from the start? And now they are directly dealing with a military establishment in Pakistan. How do you see this?
Well, that's right, Harsh. In fact, from day one, President Trump wants to resolve the ongoing conflict between Pakistan and Afghanistan. In fact, earlier to this statement, President Trump once again said that he could quickly resolve the conflict. But at that point in time, on the request of Qatar and Saudi Arabia, there was an interim ceasefire between Afghanistan and Pakistan. And now, the second round of talks happened in Doha. Now it's happening in Istanbul. In fact, now Manoj Gupta has spoken to his sources, and what he's bringing for us is that President Trump says that I can solve Pakistan and Afghanistan conflict quickly. In fact, President Trump praised Field Marshal Asim Munir and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and said that they are great people. President Trump said that I have stopped 8 wars. United States facilitates a historic agreement to end the military conflict between Cambodia and Thailand. Millions of people are alive today because of the peace deals. I can solve Pakistan-Afghanistan conflict very quickly. Now, top Pakistani establishment sources tell this to Manoj Gupta that they are closely observing Trump's remarks and they are seeing this as a potential diplomatic opening to regain Washington's attention after years of strategic neglect under Biden. The reference to Field Marshal Asim Munir is seen as a deliberate naming Asim Munir is a signal that White House wants to deal with GHQ, not Islamabad. So a very important point in Manoj Gupta's report, because each time around he keeps praising Asim Munir, and every time he takes Asim Munir's name first, then Shehbaz Sharif's name. So now top Taliban sources are telling this to Manoj Gupta that we are cautious and US is again trying to enter Kabul. Kabul fears that a Trump-led mediation could tilt in favor of Pakistan's security rather than Afghanistan's sovereignty narrative. Kabul fears that USA, especially on the Durand Line issue and the sheltering of anti-Pakistan TTP elements, will ask Kabul to bend. So Afghan sources are telling this to Manoj Gupta that Afghanistan is not in favor of United States mediating a deal between Pakistan and Afghanistan, because Afghanistan fears that if United States actively gets involved, perhaps then it will tilt more towards Pakistan. The mediation will tilt more towards Pakistan. So Afghanistan does not want United States to directly be involving in any kind of mediation. But also the fact, Harsh, here is that Qatar is speaking to Afghanistan. Perhaps Qatar is also a part of United States security umbrella in Gulf. Then Turkey is mediating, which is again a part of NATO. So Afghanistan is cautious, and in fact Manoj Gupta reported to us this morning for the second round of talks in Istanbul, perhaps downgraded delegation has been sent by the Taliban government.